Here comes Corey Browning, one half of our main event here tonight. And Browning, an interesting story, if you will. There aren't a lot of guys who fight MMA who are also trying to be pilots. In fact, he studies at Middle Tennessee State. Browning had 2 pilots tests yesterday and then flew in for the fight last night. So Browning looking to take off here tonight in the main event. Again, a student out of Tennessee and Middle Tennessee State, trying to be a pilot, but here trying to win in the main event against J.T. Schulte. Browning a record of 5-3. There he is. Now let's check out J.T. Schulte from the Chosen Few.
And his opponent making his way to the cage, fighting out of the red corner, J.T. Schulte.
J.T. Schulte being brought in by Eddie Grant's Electric Avenue. I'm not sure that I've ever heard that used as walk-up music. It's pretty good.
I'm not mad about it, Rich.
Yeah, I'll take it. It kind of fits as Jordan Schulte looking to be electric tonight here in the main event. I don't know, man. It's going to be hard to top that last fight that we saw, but these guys are going to give it a go in our main event here this evening. Schulte and Browning. Let's send it back up to our cage announcer, Ken Bostetter.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. 3 5-minute rounds in a catchweight 165-pound weight class. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a freestyle fighter, weighing in at 165 pounds. He holds a professional record, 5 victories against 3 defeats. Fighting out of Knoxville, Tennessee, representing NKI, Corey Browning. And his opponent standing across the cage, fighting out of the red corner. He weighed in at 165 pounds. He holds a professional record, 1 victory against 0 defeats. Fighting out of Madison, Wisconsin, representing Chosen Few, J.T. Schulte.
We've been watching J.T. Schulte for so many years that I remember when he had no tattoos. And he has definitely been inked up since then. So here we go, our main event of the night. To my left is GM3, the UFC's very own Gerald Meerschaert. My name, Rich Reynolds, and here we go, the main event of the evening, Schulte and Browning.
So far, Browning opening up, had a decent little leg kick. Schulte, nice body kick of his own. Ooh, big punch.
And that is one thing we know about J.T. Schulte. He hits hard, and a good right hand rocked Browning and got him down on the mat, and Schulte trying to take full advantage.
Yeah, that's some really good top pressure right now from Schulte. Browning holding on to the head. Just kind of trying to hold him down, not get grounded pounded. Not the best to escape, but just trying to defend the onslaught.
Difference here now, we saw a lot of amateur fights, but we're in the pro ranks right now, and you'll see a lot of guys sometimes too in this spot using that forearm, the elbow, trying to, kind of razor across a guy's head. We have not seen that yet from Schulte. Schulte right now just pushing Browning all the way into the cage right now.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to try and get Browning's head and maybe upper back just right against the cage so he has nowhere to go, just like this.
And now he's using that forearm, as I talked about. That's something we've seen Schulte do, and I thought we saw a little bit of blood open up there. We did on the side of the head of Browning.
Yeah, Browning tried a little wall walk there off the cage. Wasn't quite working. Schulte's just so heavy on top. Looking to set up a head arm choke right now. I can see a little crimson showing. He must have cut open Browning at some point, maybe with one of those elbows.
Yeah, that's what I think. Caught it at the elbow or the forearm. Something right there caught that forehead of Browning, and he is bleeding now. We've had blood in a lot of fights tonight, the most of which probably came in our last fight with Seitz and Conkle, but already a bloody start to this one. There's been a lot of cage cleaning going on all night long, and a good job by the chosen few, crew to keep that up. And you can even see the blood there on the logo of the Coliseum Bar and Grill.
Yeah, JT doing a really good job here. He's got both hooks in, flattening Browning out, going underneath. That's going to be pretty close to it right here. He's not doing any kind of defense. He's moving side to side, but he gets up to his knees, does just enough for the ref to let it go. Schulte kind of half looking for a choke, spreading him back out. More vicious ground and pound.
This is where you're Schulte now, man. You got a good advantage. You'd love to finish the fight right here in the first round. Browning doing all that he can to hold on, but he has been bloodied and he has been bludgeoned and he has been beaten here in the first round by Schulte.
Yeah, he just really started behind the 8 ball, right? And, coming in on such short notice, not being in best fight shape. Schulte's been ready for this. He's been preparing, and he's showing it here tonight.
Again, Browning flying in last night after taking a couple of pilots tests up at Middle Tennessee State. And right now he is doing all that he can to try and get back into that cockpit and out of the reach of JT Schulte. Schulte now trying to get the left hand in on Browning. Browning just trying to defend, has not done a lot to strike back here in this first round.
And now Schulte's got kind of a body triangle. Browning is trying to roll back and forth, just get something going. But he's just not really going anywhere. Schulte's doing a really good job riding on the back right now, flattening him out, moving with Browning as he tries to roll him off. See there, he goes back, resets. He's got that hook in. Browning even doing the right thing, right? He's getting a 2-on-1 on the wrist. He's trying to buck him forward, but again, Schulte adjusts his weight back, spreads the legs out, flattens out Browning on the cage. Looks like JT might be close to the neck, looking for that rear naked choke.
Yeah, he got that other wrist free, and now it's in there, and that is it. JT Schulte landed a big shot early on, dominated the entire round, and then finishes it off with the choke and is victorious here in tonight's main event at Chosen Few Fighting Championships number 19. Schulte with the win. We will come back and wrap this show up right after this on TVW. All right, here we go. Action early on in round number 1, as I think we're going to see that right hand come in from Schulte. Schulte getting pushed back, and then that right just dropped Browning. And it wasn't exactly clean, but it caught just enough of Browning to send him down to the mat. And from that point on, Schulte just took control.
Yeah, he'd been dominating from top the whole fight. Was doing a good job of mixing in the ground and pound and breaking him down. And then when Browning was looking for a way out, he found the neck and finished.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for these two fighters. Your referee, Tom Davalos, has called a halt to this contest. 3 minutes, 57 seconds of the very first round, declaring your winner by rear naked choke, JT Schulte.
Schulte gets his hand raised in the main event, an action-packed night here at Chosen Few Fighting Championships number 19. And I think we're going to hear from Schulte before we go away as he goes ahead,
come on in here,
talks
man.
to the other corner. Here we go.
I'm
Here's
glad you took that out
JT.
of your mouth. They can't hear you with it in. Man, you really use some strong wrestling. Is that your background?
Yeah, I wrestled my whole life, All-American in college. Glad I got to get some stuff on my feet, though. So, yeah, working on it. Everything's coming together here, so feeling good.
He was a little sneaky on the bottom there. You were having some trouble sinking in what you wanted to sink in. He was moving around a lot, but you were causing damage through the whole thing.
Yeah, I was just being patient. I've rushed a lot of stuff in the past, blew my arms out, and so, yeah, just being patient and waiting for something to open up.
Man, I got to tell you, it was a pleasure to watch you, and I hope to see you again soon.
Oh, yeah. I'd like to thank my family, all my sponsors, Dustin Bredlau, my fiance, my new fiance. I didn't know if I could do it because We're looking too pretty now, but because I added her into with me, we're newly engaged. Love you, and yeah, we got it done. Thanks, everyone.
Saved it at the
All
end.
right,
There you
JT Schulte, ladies and gentlemen.
go. Good
A
job.
great night of fights, and Schulte goes ahead and finishes it off. Gerald
Couple of things
Mearshart
I'd
and I
like
will
to
be
say
right
is
back. We'll put a
the
wrap
knockout of
on
the
Tilted
night
Feud Fighting Championships number
was the
19
fight
from
between
Monona
Jiu-Jitsu
Terrace here on
Jesus
TVW.